Hey y'all, I wanted to just pop on here really quickly. I don't really do any videos, I realized, of me just like hanging out with y'all and trying to talk. I honestly don't really know much of what I could talk about besides motherhood things because that's honestly, obviously, like 100% of my life right now. I love being a mom, and our little girl just turned 2 actually a month ago today. So time just really goes by so fast, it seems like. And she is just like flourishing. We love to read to her. She loves books. She is trying to like sing along with a lot of songs on some of her shows. Like she loves Cocomelon. She loves like the Wheels on the Bus, and we recently took her to the local aquarium, and now she said stingray that day. She loves seeing the sharks. She loved the stingrays. We got her little plush stuffed animals for those, and they're on her bed, and she just loves to play with them and cuddle with them. So it's just the cutest thing. But she does, when we talk about her bed, she does start to wake up now a little earlier than we're used to. Keep this in mind. We were somehow super lucky with her since she was 2 months old, and we started her on like a sleep routine that we just kind of went with the flow, went with what we thought felt right for us, and it somehow worked out. We always do a last feeding around like dinner time or a little after that. Back in the earlier days, it was later than that because she needed to eat more. But we would do that, and then we would also get her like calming down for the evening by doing a bath, and then she would come sit with us on the couch, and we would just try and like, stroke her back or have like a dim lighting, and we would have like a TV show on that wasn't too colorful or too exciting or anything like that. And to this day, at 2 years old, we still do this, and it works phenomenally. Then I take her to her room after she starts to fall asleep, or like right when she's about to go to sleep, because in the earlier times I thought that she couldn't go to bed like asleep, and so you wanted to put her down when she was kind of awake, or that's what I read a lot about. So I was like, well, we'll try it. That always worked so well. So she flourished with that routine for many months, and like over a year or so. And then now, that she is over a year old, around that time is when she started being obviously more interested. Like, hold on, y'all are trying to send me to bed, but there's a party going on out here. There's TV on, and there's like dogs still out, and this and that. So she caught on, and obviously, like, as her little mind is probably growing, she's like, wait, I want to do more stuff too. So she doesn't go to bed as easily, but she still goes to bed very easily on the couch. She'll start to fall asleep, and I'll take her, and whether she's asleep or awake, she actually still just goes and has no problem. We still use the weighted sleep sack. This is not any kind of ad or anything, but we finally tried the Dreamland Baby weighted sleep sack that I always saw girls on Instagram and different places talking about, raving about, and it's supposed to help them like just feel like it's like a hug in a blanket. And it's kind of like how weighted blankets are for us with like anxiety and stuff like that. It's good to have, so it just feels really comforting to them and helps them probably feel like somebody's next to them. So when she was about to turn 1, we got that as a birthday gift from our parents, and we tried it, and she always has slept really well. Like I said, since we got her on the 2-month-old routine, she had slept 10 to 12 hours a night, no joke, even at 2 months old. Even during regressions, teething never failed. But of course now she's got the canines coming in, and she's a little nutty, but we put her in the sleep sack at night. I brush her little hair, put her into her bed. While she has the teething, she takes the baby Tylenol. Well, she used to take the infant Tylenol. Now she is 2, so she's actually on the children's Tylenol. And she actually has like the little cute clear cup dispenser that she has to like drink out of it. So that's kind of probably helping her learn the motion of like the sippy cup or something too, because she's getting good with those as well now. And it kind of started around the time we did this children's Tylenol stuff. So I've been doing all that with her, and then she goes to the bed. I read her Goodnight Moon. Y'all, I don't even need the book in front of my face because I know it word for word now. It is such a cute book. I loved it as a kid, but I actually never owned it as a kid. We would get it from the library for me every now and then. It's just one of the books I guess my parents never got. But I always loved it, and it's really cute. So it was one of the books I had to have for her, and I thought it'd be a good bedtime book. And I got that during pregnancy in 2020 and early 2021. I was still pregnant, obviously. But I love that book and read it to her ever since even being in the womb. And I guess she just loves it. She probably associates it with bedtime. We will not read it to her ever during the day until we're like a little older, and we know like we definitely can be like, it's bedtime, go to bed, but while we're still kind of tiptoeing around bedtime stuff, we don't read it except for at night right before bed. And then I turn her little sound machine on. It was one that is I think it's from the brand, again, this is not an ad, but it's just a really great find. And anybody out there that might be pregnant or having a small infant right now, or just a child that has trouble sleeping or knows somebody that needs any of that, this is one that I loved. It's called Project Nursery is the brand. I actually found it while I was pregnant at Marshall's for like $15 because I was thinking of getting that shush machine. I don't remember, the shusher or something, the like orange and white one, and I can't remember the price of that one. But I was like, well, let me just see if there's anything else. And I was at Marshall's for other things because that's where I got a lot of her baby clothes and stuff like that for newborn age especially. And so I was over there just blowing money because it was a girl, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta have all the cute girl stuff. So I found that and stumbled upon it, and it's not something they usually have there. So I was like, oh, we need a white noise machine, we'll just get this and see what it does. It's not gonna be that good. Still use it every night religiously for 2 years, and let me tell you, the batteries last so long on it. We have not changed out the batteries since March or April, and we're in August, and we use it every night. I do the 15-minute one, but some nights, or if on a night that she's having a little more trouble trying to have calmed down on the couch, even though she comes to the bed and turns right over and goes to sleep, I still will just put it on for 30 minutes. Or if we're gonna like watch a movie that I know is gonna be a little louder, I might put it on for 30 minutes so she can maybe have longer time to get in a deep sleep. But it seems to really just be soothing to her. And it also has an all the time function, I can't talk, where it could be just on, I guess, as long as until you turn it off. So that's a good function, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or as long as you want it on. And we love it. It's very compact. I'll have to come and get it for y'all and show you on here another time. But because we're about to leave, my husband has some heart stuff going on, that he's only about to be 30 next month. And he has had something going on with his heart. We're not really sure. They said it might be like an electrical issue or something. And he's had some tests run recently in June. So today is finally the appointment where we are going to find out, cross our fingers, what is going on with that. Let's hope it's nothing major or anything too just life hindering, and definitely nothing life threatening. So think of us for that if you could. But we're about to have to leave to go do that, and then I think we're gonna also take baby girl to the library and see what else. My house just made the weirdest noise. Like, sometimes this house is almost 20 years old, but it's like something upstairs in the attic just like made a sound, like the attic or the house was settling, as my husband and father say, but like it was like creaking. So that was really kind of odd. But anyway, what I originally came on to talk about randomly was how well she does with her sleep stuff, and also if it helps any of y'all, I'll do a wrap up at the end of this about all the type of stuff we do to help put her to sleep. But long story short, lately with the canines coming in, and she had some molars recently, and I guess just like I read that at 2 years old they also have so much going on in their little minds that they're exploring the world around them so much that things are just like clicking super fast, which I do notice is happening. Like yesterday with potty training, she was doing really good with that all of a sudden, and telling us before she had, or right at the time that she had to go to the bathroom. So like that was starting to click. Every morning I go in there and I just like, I'm half awake because she's starting to wake up a little earlier, which is what I came to talk to y'all about, is about 30 minutes to an hour earlier than she used to. So she's sleeping still about 11 and a half hours, sometimes on a bad day, like 11 hours only. But again, we've been lucky since 2 months old and not had these issues. And it's like 6:30 to 6:50 in the morning is the earliest that she ever woke up. And today it was a 7 a.m. thing, so that was wonderful, and especially because I went to bed from reading a book a little too late last night. But that's all I wanted to come and talk about, is just like, I am loving everything motherhood. That's what I want to be on here for, is just to share all kind of kid and toddler things, go through the different seasons of life with childhood and her childhood obviously, and my motherhood journey, and share that with y'all when I can. But this is my little hair tie I was wearing earlier. I noticed during halfway through the video I was wearing it like this because I put it up there a minute, did some things for her and totally forgot, so who knows how long it was like that. But again, that's partially why I was on here, because I'm half awake sometimes, just because of the early wake ups or chasing her around and helping her grow. But it is like something is just really working out, because it might be all the reading, it might be the educational stuff we're doing. We do plan to homeschool in the future, and even though she's only 2, I've been suggested that why not just start some kind of homeschooling situation, so I can do that kind of unofficially at home. It won't be like through the actual homeschool we'll use or through the state or anything, but I've already started that, where every morning I take her into the room I'm in now. As you can see in the background, that's one of our cute signs that says play, but it was a extra playroom, because I say extra playroom because my husband and father spent all kind of time and some money doing this last year, where our carport extension of the carport, like the back patio in our backyard area, was nice, but I always wanted to make an enclosed playroom in there. So we finally had them do that last year, and it was so nice. We love it. We still have it. Obviously, I'll have to show y'all that sometime as well. But the old roof from in there, because it was, an extension of a patio roof, or a patio type roof, so it's like aluminum, blazing. It's not insulated. We have tried AC units that they set up when we first got it. It didn't work well enough. We have tried a window unit that's like a big, tall, like $300 really nice window unit my parents found. It helps tremendously, especially if I'm sitting in front of it. But with these like temperatures we've been getting in South Louisiana this summer, since like June, we've had temperatures that are real temp only like 95, 97, but the real feel, because of the humidity, is like 115, 120 almost. So it is very uncomfortable in there. So that's why I turned this into an extra playroom, because this was her original playroom. Cannot talk today. So I painted the wall gray. It was this hideous light yellow from when we got the house, but painted it gray recently. Love it. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, it still has toys. Let's make all the educational toys come in here, and then just convert it into the homeschool room. So now that is what we're doing, and I can show y'all a little tour of this sometime. But I get in here with the calendar, tell her the day of the week, the temperature outside, what we're doing for the day. We go over the date. We did this every day for the last week or so. 2 days ago, she said August, because every morning I'm sitting there telling her, today is August 11th, August whatever, in 2023, and then I'm telling her what number each one of those is. Like 2023 is 2023, and something's just clicking. So it's really, really cool to see their little minds at work, and like how fast it can pick up, and just having a nice little schedule. And of course, her attention span at 2 years old, she's not going to sit and really do a schedule, so we just do a little to dive in. We do that, tell her that, and then we read a book, and then I made a calendar. I'll also show y'all a video of that. Made a calendar for each day of the week, what we're going to learn, whether it's numbers, body parts, colors, shapes, whatever. And today is phonics, which very advanced for her, but it was kind of like scrounging, because each week I want to kind of change it up to like something different, and then we'll circulate in some of the same. But she actually, it wasn't very clear, but I was showing her dog, the word dog, in the phonics book, and I was like, dog is spelled D-O-G, and then pull the little tab, I'll show you the book, and it was really, really cool that I showed her like how it's spelled and all of the stuff, and she went D-O-G, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. So I don't really think it was a coincidence, just because like she does repeat a lot of stuff, but it's something that, even though phonics should be probably too advanced right now, it's still fun, and I love all that. I always loved like English and spelling and phonics and stuff when I was younger. So, and it's fun to teach like this kind of age. So we work on it, and we'll see what happens. But I have that. I have like a little teacher planner that just feels really cool to have. And I let her color. We do like a snack time, and then she has like free play for like hours and hours, like a regular day. So basically she's only doing like school with like a little bit of calendar talk, reading, and then a little bit of diving into like a lesson of sorts with like whatever it is. Like tomorrow I think I have to look at the calendar, but say it's colors. Then she just does like some of her educational books. I actually have one right up here, like this, like colors. And so we'll go in, and you know, she loves this page actually with the frog, and she'll be like ribbit, and she wants me to like jump around like a frog, and I'm like, Mommy doesn't have good enough knees to do that, because I made the mistake of doing that one time for her and it hurt my knees. But now she always wants me to do that when we talk about frogs. But so she does the little hop on the fingertip thing, like it tells you in the book, and just all the colors. We actually did an art project similar to this the other day, so I might have a video of that. I think I took videos of it, and if I did, I can maybe share that with y'all sometime if it's something you want to see. But that's all we're really doing right now. Again, we have to get out and about and get to my husband's doctor appointment and see what's going on with that. But I just wanted to pop on here and kind of dive into a little bit of like talking with y'all, and that's all for now. But have a good day, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below if there's something specific that you want to see from me, and I'll see what I can do about it. Bye. Okay, y'all, I actually almost forgot to tell y'all before the end of this video that I wanted to let you know like kind of like how our current at 2-year-old phase sleep routine is. So keep in mind that this is for a 2-year-old, but it can be kind of probably modified based on your needs, your family's needs, or baby's needs, of course, and their age or anything like that. But for right now, what we've been doing for the last like year at least is we give her last food is at dinner time, and that's also really advised with our dentist, her pediatrician dentist. They were like really impressed that that's what we do, because they said that, you know, after you do your brushing in the evening, that it's best that she has nothing else, like maybe water, but no more juice, no milk, nothing like that. And we haven't done that for like over a year. So we give her that. That's usually around 5:30. So that's like her last feeding of the day. And then we'll do like an evening playtime, wear her out, like as the last like fun time, hurrah. And then we will take her and I'll prepare her bath. She'll get an extra sip of water, try to sit on her potty for potty training purposes, and then we'll go into the bath. We have dim lighting with like a cute little like sea life looking projector with a cute like different colored lights that she can use. And then I don't think this step is really necessary anymore, but it's just a nice ambiance and I like the smell. I take this lavender room spray and I spray it on her weighted sleep sack, which is in her diaper changing table in the bedroom. And then I also spray like a spray of it on her bed. And then I also spray it in the bathroom so we can kind of like have that like aromatic smell or something. And then I take her to the bath, we finish with that, we go and put her in pajamas and brush her hair, and then she takes her little children's Tylenol, especially if it's a night that she needs it. But the pediatrician also told us quite a while back that if we think that she needs it or she might have trouble like feeling comforted for the night or something like that, that it's not gonna harm her if she has it like nightly. So every now and then, if like it's really a thing we're like we definitely need, and right now we're in like canines coming through and then molars, they said more of them are coming next, then I'm sure that it would be okay for us to keep doing it. So we do that for now, is nightly, that she gets that, and then brush her little hair, can't remember if I just said that, and then we'll go back out to the living room, try and wind down with like the lights are all off and we just have a TV on with a show that just kind of like keeps her not too entertained. And that show has lately been Home Improvement, which is nostalgic for us. We love it, and it helps her get to sleep somehow. And if she is having a night that she's fighting trying to go to sleep, which is not that often, and it's not to a very bad level if she does that, but if she does that, we usually will just put on this YouTube fireplace screensaver that we found, and we'll turn sound even all the way off, and it's just like really dark one, and all you see is like a little bit of the orange fire flames, and she'll fall asleep usually within minutes to that. So then I'll take her to bed. Usually, preferably right now at this age, we take her when she's already asleep. But if she's awake, it still works out for us. Get her in her sleep sack, right into her toddler bed. I read her Goodnight Moon, put this sound machine onto the white noise, dip, night over. So that's what's always worked for us. That routine is very much the same even when we did it at 2 months old. It just before we discovered the weighted sleep sack or tried it, we used to do one of those Velcro sleep saddles, oh my gosh, sleep swaddles, and really loved those. I think I found some on Amazon and they were really great. Wish I can find, I can't remember what the brand was, but I know I saved some of them, so maybe sometime I can look them up. Or you could just probably put Velcro sleep swaddle on Amazon and probably find them like that. But that always worked out really well. Back when she needed the Tylenol at a younger age, before 2, she of course did the infant Tylenol. And then at one time, obviously, she couldn't have her last food all the way at just 5 p.m. She would be probably about 7 p.m. and we had a later bedtime. But that's what worked for us in the earlier times as well. So overall, that is just the overview of what we do. And again, I know I already said this earlier, but I had forgotten this one point that was pretty important. And so now, truly, I am done, and I appreciate you watching. As always, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you wanted to see anything else specific from me, please let me know in the comments below. Bye for now.